hope it doesn't take you completely live. And of course it does. Why? Why? Why do you do this every single time? Why does it do it every single time? I tell you what, Bear can't tell. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, and welcome back. Hopefully to a less echoey version. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, still trying to figure out how to do a live show. You hit a button, and all of a sudden it goes live. You never can tell when, you try to get it in there. Let's see. I hope it, I'm putting on the headphones here. It's got a little bit of an echo here, but I hope everybody can hear okay. Let me see if I need to might need to turn that up just a little bit. If it's a little low, or if it's a really bad echo for people, let Bear know. Once again, we're going to go ahead, do it live. Why not? What the hell? Okay, so here's Bear's problem. Every time he tries to do this, YouTube changes something in the live thing here. Like, I just learned how to do like the tags and everything, but before I couldn't figure out how to do it, and I was starting different things, different streams, and it would go live. I don't know. Listen, people, you don't want the Bear to be doing a whole lot of networking or computer stuff, because I tell you what, sometimes it might get a little crazy here. But all right, anyways. We're gonna do it live. Here, I gotta wave to everybody here. Hello. We are doing it live. Hello. All right. Well, thank you once again for everybody who's decided to join, and I once again hope that the audio is okay for you people. It's got a little bit of an echo for Bear, but that's okay. That's all right. We're just gonna probably go ahead and just get right on into it. I don't know. Maybe we'll just give it another minute or so for people to kind of come in here. Let me bring up some stuff here. I had some good stories, and the last time, I tell you what, it was too echoey. I mean, we had our... Let me just kind of... I'll just kind of run through it real quickly here. While you have people kind of coming in. Let's see. Display capture. Still trying to learn OBS. OBS is still kind of fun. Anyways, we had this... the fun story here. Over 80 gunshots fired at the Toronto General reveal party. I don't know if that's the most 2020 story, or Costco drops coconut milk producers over allegations of forced monkey labor. It could be either or. Those are kind of tied for Bear as far as fun news stories for the year. I hope you actually got to see the show yesterday. We had some fun ones as well. Coconuts, listen to me. Burger King might actually have coconuts, forced labor monkeys back there making the burgers. That would be kind of interesting. But anyways, had a couple other stories here as well. I don't know if we'll get into it or not. Let's see. Ubisoft apologizes for Tom Clancy game. Imagery that suggested Black Lives Matter as part of a terrorist plot. Yes. That was kind of fun. There's a couple other ones as well. He's Bear very much. We've been doing kind of dancing around some of the stuff, and actually wanted to get to the I don't know. I would like to have more people in here, because I wanted to kind of see, just kind of as a general thing, what people liked better. If you actually got the comics, if you actually preferred LoneStar, or if you actually preferred Monster Hunt. It's actually not 2 books. Well, it is 2 books, but it's the same one. It's just a full cover, and you get one cover on one side and one cover on the other side. But anyways, that's why Monster Hunt was up there. I tell you what, I'll go ahead and kind of jump into the cold water myself. I actually liked Monster Hunt a lot better than I did LoneStar. LoneStar was actually a pretty good comic. Nothing wrong with it or anything like that. Pardon me here. Bear needs to get something to drink. There we go. Bear actually liked LoneStar quite a bit. It was actually a good story. It was improved over the first one that Bear read. If you go back to the original, gosh, it's been a year. That was one of Bear's first videos. Actually, it didn't come out first, but Bear started filming it and everything, and there's some stuff that, Bear was still learning how to do some of that stuff. So some of the other videos came out first, but Lone Star was really Bear's kind of first comic book, Bear's first comic, period. And one of his first reviews, it was actually it was good. One of the things that Bear didn't like was just wasn't really sure who Lone Star was as far as a character. If you're going to kind of start a pardon me here, I'm listening to myself and I'm kind of echoing in the earpiece. If you just kind of just took Lone Star 1 itself, it was a good comic, but you really didn't understand Lone Star as a character, and I really wanted to kind of get a little bit more kind of understanding of who Lone Star, and kind of also the what do you call it, the not the, I forget what they call it. Not the lone soldiers. What were they called? The unknown soldiers. The unknown soldiers. Kind of his kind of group, kind of like a supernatural SEAL Team 6, I suppose. So they didn't really get a whole lot into it. It was just kind of very kind of brushed over. A lot of things, like if you watch maybe like a third or fourth episode of a TV show that just started, you didn't see the pilot or something like that. So it kind of just jumped right on into it. And I mean, there's good things about that kind of storytelling, but, also you kind of want to get a little bit more kind of feel for the character. So the Lone Star number 2 actually kind of improved upon that quite a bit. Actually, I've got some pictures here. Let me see if I can kind of bring those up. One of the great ones that Bear saw here. Let me see if I can bring this up. Oh boy, the technical stuff here. There we go. Let me do that one and that one. Oh boy, I don't know if we can show that one or not on YouTube, but Anyways, we'll go ahead and do these kind of panels here that we have. Let me see if I can move that over. Move that over there. Let's just kind of center it. Oops. Click this button. Do this thing here. Like a trained monkey picking coconuts. There we are. And there we go. All right, so kind of one of the things that Bear saw here. Let me see, does that show? I think it is. There we go. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. One of the cool things about the Lone Star 2 was kind of how they kind of introduced all the lore in this. So as you can see here, what's his name? I think it's Robert. Robert, a.k.a. Lone Star, brings his girlfriend, love interest, if you will, Angel, and he kind of wants to tell her, what's going on. He's kind of very mysterious in the first book, so wants to kind of open up, I guess you suppose. And what Bear kind of saw was kind of this awesome kind of frame that they were kind of building it around. So he brings her into the library here, kind of shows her a book, and it actually happens to be Lone Star as a comic. So it's kind of a meta commentary on Lone Star and comic books as well. And it just happened to be kind of one scene that was in there. And, it was nice. It was very cool, but it just was kind of a very quick scene. And then, kind of moved on to your other stuff that was going on in the book with, how do you pronounce his name? Svarg? I don't know how you pronounce his name, but anyways, the main bad character in the book, went on to do all the other stuff. Have you seen it? The bank heist and all the other stuff there that went on. But one of the things that Bear kind of thought that was pretty cool here was kind of as a framing device. So if you kind of just kind of did a kind of a pullout, I guess, of the whole story itself, this would be kind of cool just to kind of rest everything on as far as Lone Star talking with his girlfriend about, kind of who he was in the past and everything, and kind of how it relates to the modern day. So if you kind of had this scene and it would flash back and it would flash forward and everything, that would actually be kind of a cool little framework to kind of work with, because now all of a sudden you're kind of talking about your monsters and all that sort of stuff, but also it's kind of in this sort of frame device of meta commentary of the comic books, or even the comic book industry you can talk about. So that was kind of one of the brilliant parts of Lone Star 2 here, but it only just kind of started. I just kind of glanced over some of that stuff, and well, anyways, it kind of gets into, you can kind of see here on this next page, Lone Star was kind of a I don't know what you would call him, kind of a fighter pilot, I suppose, when Oh gosh, I was doing the review for this, so this is why we're doing this live here. The reason that Bear's kind of doing this live was gonna go ahead and do a review for it and everything. It was gonna try and do a kind of a Halloween themed review. I just got a little bit behind upon it. I was actually out of town and everything, but anyways, it was gonna kind of be kind of a Halloween theme. I kind of ran out of time just a little bit, but anyways, he had what was the name for this? I think he was called the mid 20th century Central European Superman or something to that effect. I couldn't say what we all want to see here, and you two might give me a little bit of an issue there, but let me see if I can bring up the other page here as well. Let me get to it here. Let me get to it here and see if it shows it. There we go. So there we are. And that would have actually been kind of a cool framing device, because I think Lone Star is kind of a character that's kind of out of time. So having him kind of is like a alternate World War II kind of superhero that had kind of the past kind of covered over, if you will, and now he's kind of explaining it to his girlfriend there. That would be kind of cool. I would love to see kind of a Lone Star character in that period, kind of the World War II, or maybe right before. It doesn't really kind of. I mean, we're 2 books in, and it never really kind of explained how Robert became Lone Star, and what he's doing here as far as fighting in World War II Europe. Gosh, I hope I'm not getting struck by YouTube for showing this. It's a Central European mid 20th century superhero. It's not what you think there, but that would have been cool. That would have been kind of interesting. Instead, we've got Lone Star out of place, out of time, fighting. Oh God, what's the gang? MS 16 or whatever it is. The Latino gangs, and then he's also doing a fighting Schvarg. Gosh, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The sort of vampire villain as well. Actually, one of the other kind of cool things. Let me see if I can get to it here as well. Let's see if I've got the pages. See if I've got the pages up. Might be behind. Yes. So let me get rid of that. Click this button. The other kind of cool kind of concept is he was actually talking about our traditional views, or kind of, imagination of what a Dracula character would look like. And then it's kind of cutting back and forth between Lone Star and the other partner that he has here. And, he's like, yeah, they're not like it's on TV or anything like that. So both of those things were really cool as far as meta commentary. You have the one as far as comic books, you have the other one as far as kind of your traditional monsters, like your Dracula and stuff like that. So it was really kind of neat how they kind of could kind of juxtapose back and forth how both of those kind of meta commentary stuff would go. I really thought that stuff was great. That's where Lone Star 2 did excellent job. The downside of it was I'm not really sure who Lone Star was as a character. I never really got into who he was. And really kind of some of the villains were actually kind of more interesting. Schvarg, however you pronounce it, was kind of a much more interesting villain as far as what he's doing and whatnot. And also our Central European mid 20th century superhero fella. I don't even know what I think it was like Iron Cross or something like that. Kind of interesting how they were kind of fighting. Let me see if can I bring that back up? Oh, not that one. The other one. There we go. It's kind of interesting. Oops. How he kind of, dang it, not that one. I'm trying to move other images here and I can't get to it. Screw it. Anyways, kind of, like he said, kind of more interesting villains that Lone Star was fighting against. Lone Star was just kind of a generic, generic do-gooder, kind of out of time, out of place. And I mean, I guess that's kind of his general features, I suppose, because he kind of goes between like sullen and heartbroken to he's fighting crime. And there's not really kind of much of a in between. I never really got kind of the sort of character that he was, other than just like you said, just kind of a superhero Boy Scout, I suppose. And Bear knows Boy Scouts. I've seen some fighting Boy Scouts over the years. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Oh, hey, there's Anthony. Thank you, Anthony, for coming back. I appreciate you, and thank you for letting Bear know what was going on. Super European. Yes, indeed. I don't know if those two words can be put in the same sentence. I think there might be something wrong with that. Super European. That's pretty cool. It did look pretty. Like I said, LoneStar is a very good comic. But I think, let me go back to it here. Get back to it here while clicking on different things. There we go. He actually thought that the Monster Hunt was actually a lot better. Just as far as a story, actually Monster Hunt was a lot shorter. I think it was 25 pages, something to that effect. Something to that effect. I think LoneStar was 48. Might have been a little bit more than that. I'm not sure. But I tell you what, as far as cramming stuff into a... let's see if I can get to it here. Do I have a... Yeah, there we go. So you had the... basically what you had going on in Monster Hunt was you had, let's see, the Jawbreakers here. Oh boy, there's a whole story. Just recently kind of came into some of this stuff. Kind of a whole story behind it. We'll talk about that in the future, and it'd be kind of funny once you hear kind of what's all going on with some of this stuff. But let me see. Can I get to this? I'm trying to move it, but I've got all these other... There we are. So you had the Jawbreakers, and you also had your... Dang it, not that one. There we are. You also had your Unknown Soldiers on the other side here. So they're kind of being sent in. Let me see. Do I have another picture? There we go. Get rid of that. And there we are. Oh, shoot. I messed it up, though. See, this is what I was moving around. I did see it in the background. No, not that one. I'm trying to get to it. Come on. Oh, boy. We'll get to it eventually. Click this button here. Anyways, there we are. Let's see if I can line that up again. I had it done earlier. Close. There we go. Anyways, that's kind of a 2-page spread there that we have. Anyways, so let's see. It was the Graveyard Shift is battling it out with the LoneStar crew and also the Jawbreakers crew. They kind of, all of a sudden kind of come upon each other in the forest, and they're having this huge battle here. There's actually a number of battles in the LoneStar book as well, but a lot of the stuff, there we go. A lot of the stuff was actually done a lot. I don't want to say a lot better. I hate saying that, but man, oh man. I mean, some of the stuff just in the Monster Hunt was just great. It is a really good book, really fun book. I wish it was a little bit longer. I wish it had a little bit more pages in there where you just, the Graveyard Shift folks, they kind of come in at the last minute, other than Mick. Mick kind of shows up pretty early. Let me see. I think I have this as a PDF. Here we go. Let me go back to the top here. There we go. And then you click this button here. Nope. Kind of, sort of. Okay. I gotta click that. There we go. There we are. Nope. There we are. I tell you what, too many screens. Anyways, Monster Hunt here. So that's one half of the cover. That's the other half of the cover there. And I tell you what, the one that Bear liked the most, this Elliot Fernandez cover. Here, that was great. That's a great cover. I mean, you can't go wrong with Kane White. There, but that was pretty cool. Anyways, there's where the two covers kind of show up. Anyways. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, Bear, get to it. Anyway, so fast forward to the very end here. Graveyard Shift kind of shows up literally on the last page. I wish there was a little bit more. Mick is here just kind of battling it out with some of the guys. And I actually thought that was pretty cool. I wish there was a little bit more of, Mick, kind of doing his thing here. But it was pretty cool. Let's see here. He's picking up a tree and throwing it. Grrr. That's kind of the bear pose right there. I tell you what. That's pretty good. Anyway, some really good stuff there. I wish it was a little bit more padded out as far as, a little bit more. The story doesn't matter. They go into the woods and they fight. That's all that you need to know. I just wish there was just kind of a little bit more artwork. And the other thing, kind of, I'm trying to remember. It's been probably about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe about 2 weeks ago or so. I was on Mike's stream, and we were actually they were talking about Monster Hunt. I think he mentioned something about it it being its own book, and I think there was some issues in there. I don't know, maybe one of the other artists here, they had some sort of issue. I'm not sure, but it had to be bundled with LoneStar. Pardon me, Bear's drinking here. Ah, yes, he is. So it had to be bundled with LoneStar 2. And like I said, I wish Monster Hunt came out first, right? And then LoneStar. I wish Monster Hunt was kind of its own book, because at that time, I mean, a lot of people kind of are, and it's great and all. A lot of the new people coming into Comicsgate don't really kind of understand why, kind of a split in there. And we're not going to get into a whole lot of that, but it would have been cool if that would have came out first, because that would have hit that peak. We would have had, Graveyard Shift 2 coming out. I believe, Jawbreakers 2 had already came out. I think they were coming out with Jawbreakers 3, if I'm not mistaken. So that would have kind of hit a lot of those peaks as well. So you would have hit that right in time. I think combining it with LoneStar, and this isn't anything negative against Mike or anything like that, but just some of the issues that kind of ran into where it kind of got slowed down. I think there was issues either with the printing or I forget, maybe the covers or something along those lines. I do know that the metal prints came in late. I'm still waiting on the on the sketch cards, actually, but that's a whole other story for a whole other time. But like I said, I kind of think that LoneStar 2 kind of slowed it down, which also kind of slowed down Monster Hunt. But I tell you what, this Monster Hunt was actually the better of the. Let me see if I can just maximize this. There we are. I thought that was the best one. I actually thought that was the best one. And, do it not necessarily quick, but get Monster Hunt out, get it out to the people, and let them enjoy that, and then come up with LoneStar 2. I think that would have been the best option there, because, like you said, there's nothing wrong. There we go. I should have done this as just a PDF. There we go. That's kind of you get a lot of these 2-page spreads, which was just awesome here. That's just awesome. Some good stuff there. There we go. That's where they kind of run into each other. I was trying to find where they had a little bit more. There we go. A little bit more with the Graveyard Shift 2 over here. Just kind of a quick introduction here with Van Helsing. Oh boy, I tell you what, if you haven't checked out the Graveyard Shift 2 and just kind of the character arc with the Van Helsing here, that was pretty cool. That was one of the most gonzo comics Bear's read in a while. There's some good stuff there. Some good stuff. Anyways, not too much, a whole lot with the Graveyard Shift 2, other than Mick kind of shows up kind of here early. There he is. Old junkless Mick. Poor Mick. At least he has the bubble over it, so you don't see. And of course Cecil. We had Cecil in here. A very cool cameo by Cecil. That's right. Was it Cecil Jones? Whatever. We all know Cecil. Cecil's love. Anyway, some good stuff there. Looks just like him. I hope we didn't dox Cecil on that one. But anyways, some very good covers here. like you said, the Elliot Fernandez cover was probably the best one. It just looks fun. I mean, you look at all these covers and they're all great and everything, but the Elliot Fernandez cover, I mean, that just kind of says, "Hey, pick me up and read me." I mean, that kind of it's kind of an homage, but at the same time, it's pretty cool. And the colors, I mean, the colors just pop on there. They're pretty cool, very cool indeed. There's a little bit of a bigger picture there. All right. Well, you know what? I've actually been neglecting the chat here. Oh, hello, Anthony, once again. Yes. I am welcome, but hey, thank you, Anthony. Like I said, I hope that the audio is working for you a lot better this go around, because it's just been one of these things we're trying to figure out. It changes every time. All right. Well, that was about it as far as the kind of the review. Like he said, let me see if I can bring it up here real quick, because I did have it. I don't want to falsely claim stuff, because I did write it up here. Let me bring it up here just real quick, just so you can see the LoneStar review. Ooh, bear gnaws on the bones of the Boy Scouts. Yeah, so we had this whole thing going on where we were going to do the LoneStar review. Just never really got to the end of it. What page did I ended up on? Oops. I kind of cut into another one here. I think it was about 9 pages or so. So it would have taken a while to do. Bear does like doing kind of the reviews, because a lot of times, you probably noticed, I've been doing a lot of ums and ers and you got to kick out a lot of that stuff. But at the same time, it takes a while. So I don't know, if some of you were watching this after the live show or something like that, hey, drop me a line in the I was going to say the description. Drop me a line in the comments below and let me know kind of what you like as far as reviews. Do you like kind of the live reviews that we're doing here? And, have a chance to be able to interact with with all the good fans out there. Or do you actually kind of like the more, I don't know, what would you call it? More produced type of the reviews that Bear does. We have some fun. Every time I get to do a review, I always make it more complicated on myself by just making it more complicated on myself. Just keep adding stuff to it or doing different things and whatnot. Like I said, it was going to be kind of a Halloween themed, with the monster hunt. We're going to do kind of a missing persons. Like, where is Mike Miller and where has he gone from Comicsgate? I don't know. I didn't know how far we wanted to get into that. People might not be fully up to speed on it, and or just coming in brand new and go over the head and everything. I didn't want to stir up any hard feelings or anything like that, but I thought it would be kind of funny to kind of Mike Miller has been missing for 6 months from Comicsgate. Where has he been? Oh, he's on his channel. No worries. But anyways, we were going to do something like that. Just ran out of time. I might actually do I don't know. What do you guys think? The LoneStar review. I might just go ahead and kind of finish that one up as well. Try and finish that one up, but I've got everything scanned. You saw this stuff earlier, so I've got everything in there. I just haven't finished. Like, I didn't get to the end. I was trying to figure out a good way to kind of wrap it up and everything. Yeah, like you said, I just ran out of time. Kind of went out of town for a while and came back, so that was that. So we could go and do. Hey, how about oops, why do I keep doing that? I'm looking at the other screen here. Do a live review here for you folks. That would have been fun. All right, let me get back here. Let me get back to the video capture. There we go. All right, so we've got, like you said, some of the cards here. Let's see. Oops, I'm getting away from the microphone here. I actually kind of like the John Malin one. This one right here. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I actually thought that it was kind of really actiony. Actiony, is that a word? I don't know. But very colorful. I really like the colors in there. I think also, what was it? The Matthew Weldon one here. I think that one was pretty cool. Not taking anything away from Kane and White. I thought the colors. That's this one right here. Um, I, I I know it's a night scene, so I think it fits with the night scene. But at the same time, when you kind of lay them up against each other, it doesn't pop. Like I've got it right there next to the John Malin card, and man, oh man, that really pops. And let's see, I forget was that. Oh, of course, it doesn't say on the back there, and of course he's got the Central European superpower people that were in charge 70 odd years ago, blah, 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 blah. I can't remember if that's the Gary Shipman card. I think it's Gary. If it's not Gary, then it's got to be Kevin. But I think that's the Gary Shipman card. I went to go look on the back, but it actually kind of does this. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Let's see. Can we see that on the screen? Might not be able to see it, but I'll. If you guys didn't get. Sorry if you can't hear me. Here we go. If you guys didn't get the first edition, then I know this for sure was a metal print. I don't know if it was on the back of the comic or not. Come here. Anyway, so on the back of those cards, it shows the. Let's see. Can we see that? Let me bring it up just a little bit. Here we are. Against the gentleman that ran a certain Central European superpower about 70 years ago or so. He's getting knocked out by LoneStar there. And like he said, that's kind of... Actually, that was the cover that you got to see in the second book when he goes to the library. So... like he said, like Bear said, this would have been great if it was set. I'm talking about Lone Star here. It would have been great if it was set in like the 30s or that World War II era, and that would have been cool. That would have been cool. Like he said, here's the. Can you see that? Yeah, there we are. So that's the Kane and White. That's the Kane and White. I believe. That's Gary Shipman. Matty Ice. Oh, which, by the way, let's see. I don't know. Do I have that? I might have that around here somewhere. Anyways. And, of course, there we are. Oh, we all miss. Well, I don't know if we want to say we all miss. But Bear misses old Malin. Especially on... Drawn and Quartered. Wish old Malin was going to be back. Actually, really enjoyed Kelsey on the other night. I'm glad he won. It was pretty good. Actually, Bear voted for Mike that time. It was shocking. Shocking, I tell you. But he actually had a pretty good... It was zombie. A zombie president. So that was kind of an interesting one. Actually, right here... Let me... Right here at the desk, I think you guys have seen in the past. Let me pull this out here. Just because we got cards. Here. We were talking about Elliot Fernandez. There we go. Can we see that? Very cool. Thank you, Elliot. That was a pretty cool card. He also did this one. Ta-da! But actually, Bear got the other day from Gary Shipman. This one. Look at there. It's actually pretty. Let me pull it out here. Let me pull it out because it's really thick. Oh, and he also got the metal card here. You see that? Titan. Probably not going to get to it today. Let's see, how long have I been on? I forget. Anyways, probably not going to get to it today, but we're going to go ahead and do either live or just regular. We're going to go ahead and do another Titan review. Or a Titan review, I guess I should say. I haven't done a Titan review, but there's the mental card for it. But yeah, he had the Spider-Man card. So step away from the microphone. Let's see. There we go. So on the back there, like that. And then he did a really cool Spider-Man. Really cool. There you are. And look how thick that is. I mean, it is. Look at that. Like double. Well, I don't know if we can see that. Sorry. There we go. Anyways, this is really thick. Really thick. But yeah, we'll do a Titan review. Just very briefly. Titan was awesome. Titan was a very good comic, and Bear is very much looking forward to the second one. Gary's doing just a great job. Just his style and everything. I know a lot of people don't like the black and white, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, sure, could it have been colored? Yeah, why not? But just the way that he's doing the sort of black and white style, that's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. And actually, while we're here, oh, thank you, Anthony. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, these are just kind of right next to the old laptop here when Bear's in the cave, kind of working out. So I'll show you the other one since we just happen to be talking about Mike. Got this sometime back. From Eden. #pay Eden. That's right. But she actually did a really good, I don't know what you would call it. It's not quite a print. Well, I think, I'm not sure if this is inked or if it's just a really dark pencil. But anyways, we'll show that here if we can see it. If it doesn't reflect too much. There we are. Sorry, you can't hear me. The Powerpuff Girls as, I think, Heathers, if I'm not mistaken. Which was really cool. Bear likes the Powerpuff Girls, so you know what? We've got two Millers here. We've got Mike and the upcoming Eden here. Did a great job. So anyways, that's kind of right next to the... I don't think there's anything on the back. Nope. I got that right next to the desk here. Here we go. Sorry about that. Right there next to the desk, kind of looking out, saying, Bear, your technical abilities need a little bit of work. Oh, and he also has, I think I've shown this before. Actually, there is two on here. I'll show it. I'll just show it real quickly here. Apropos of nothing other than Elliot Fernandez, just doing some great work. It's a Wonder Woman. You guys can hear me. That's a Wonder Woman there from Elliot Fernandez. And then on the back, which, by golly, we need this soon. We do need it. I got the Doom Kicker as well there. I think his name is Hank, if I'm not mistaken. And anyways, that's right there at the desk here. Kind of has Bear's eyes on it. And actually, I've got I don't want to jump away, but one of Bear's terrible box openings with Jiminy Cricket. Robbins. Gosh, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name here. Anyways, Jiminy Cricket's. He just wanted a bear. Got that on the auctions one time, and Jiminy was great enough. He drew. What was it? Yogi Bear. So I actually got that framed the other day. Got it framed and looking good. So yeah, some good stuff there. Nice to have some stuff kind of around the cave here where Bear can kind of take a look at it as well. Some good stuff. Yes, indeed. All right. How long have I been on here? Because it's been a while. Let's see. It doesn't say. I forgot which time I started. Oh boy. One of those things. Bear tries not to do really long live streams. So, anyways. Oh, well, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. No, Bear does not have Twitter. A whole host of reasons, but you know what? I'm thinking about, I'm not so sure about, I think it's called Gab. I'm not so sure about that one, but they have the other one called Parler. I might check that one out. I'm also going to probably get on Discord. Is that the name of it? Discord. Just to be able to kind of, because a lot of people like you say, hey, how do I get in touch with you, Bear, and everything? And, Bear's not on Twitter like everybody else. So, yeah. Oh, Parler's okay. All right. There was some reason I was going to do that a while back. and there was that the one where you have to put in like I mean, you got to give them some sort of like ID or something like that. And I was a little apprehensive on that, but I think that I think we're going to see a lot of people, possibly in the next week or two, probably getting out of Twitter and moving over to some other platform. Definitely do join. Oh, okay. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's one of those things that I'm gonna. There's a whole host of stuff. We've actually just been doing. We'll go ahead and kind of go behind the scenes here with Bear. A lot of the stuff where Bear's I don't know if you saw the video yesterday, but trying to do the live video, I've actually got 2 locations that I'm kind of working from. So here we are in the cave, which does great. I've got great internet here, but it's not the best as far as shooting. Yesterday Bear was doing it, beautiful scenery behind him. Today it's just a black cloth, kind of hide the cave a little bit here, but so I'm in 2 different locations. So the shooting location at the other location is great, but as far as doing live shows, it just doesn't work. So probably within the next month, 2 or so, probably going to try and consolidate some of that stuff. So in addition to all that stuff, long story short, do the Parlor, do the Discord. I also need to do, I think it's StreamYards. I looked into that and it wasn't compatible with Safari. So I need to figure something out with that. So I can get more people on. I don't think I can get any people on as far as OBS. And, it's a little complicated trying to get everything started and working here and trying to figure out OBS and all that stuff. So would like to be able to do that and some of the features that StreamYards or one of the other ones has. I'd love to have more people on. And also I can do video, but the audio I don't think comes out through OBS. So that was kind of weird. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anthony says yes. Anthony, I don't know what yes was for, but I do appreciate it. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, anyways, kind of behind the scenes with Bear here, but yeah, we're definitely going to try and do some more live streams. Just need to kind of figure some of that stuff out. So definitely keep an eye out as far as notifications and whatnot. I'm not really sure how that kind of pops up, but Bear did one today where, hey, come check out the live stream. I was actually kind of trying to do the, I did it yesterday. I don't know why it worked yesterday and not today, but where you can kind of schedule it and kind of have some people kind of come in before you go live. Because today it just was like, okay, let me schedule it and blah, blah. Okay, now you're live. Hello. So that was fun. Plus all the echoes and everything. So a lot of technical stuff that Bear needs to work out here. But we'll do it. And I don't know. I'll ask the audience here whether or not they like kind of the live reviews that we're doing, or whether or not it should be kind of more of the traditional kind. Just let Bear know in the kind of comment section, and we'll go from there. Definitely. Let's see. Let me see here. No, I don't have it. Oh man. Anyways, Titan. Definitely gonna do Titan. I didn't bring it with me. In case anybody wants to know, from Narwhal. I'm trying to remember the name of the other book. Gosh, it's Earthbound. Beryl read that the other day. Awesome book. I definitely want to do a review of that. That is great. A lot of people kind of take a look at that and say, I don't know. Bear kind of got in 5-10 pages or so very early on. Wasn't that super interested in it. It is very dense at the very first part. Once you get past that, Earthbound is awesome. It's an awesome book. I want to talk about that. Foreign Agent, that was the other one. It was good. It was very good, but Earthbound just shattered. Earthbound was just awesome. Let's see. We're going to do Titan. Oh, shoot. They're next door. Shoot. Anyways, what's the Matthew Weldon one? I'm trying to remember. Super Frenemies. Punchline. I haven't read that one yet, but kind of want to do a review of that. And there's a couple other ones as well. I read Maga 7, but that was early on, and I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet, so I don't know if anything's changed in there. That was actually a pretty fun one. Was Magnificent. Let me see if I can bring that up here. Let's see if I can bring that up. Bear with Bear. Oh, bear with Bear. Let's see here. Okay, good. I'm not showing that. Not showing any of my personal items here. I just want to see if I can. Let's see. Where was it? I know I downloaded it. Did I download it? Anyways, I'd gotten Maga 7 in the past, and it was very good. It was I wasn't really super thrilled to get Magnificent 7. It was just one of those, hey, let's try it out. Why is my freaking speakers are going crazy here. No, I don't see it in here. I don't see it in here. Ooh, she. Oh, she. That was the other one. I gotten she, but the only one that I got was the. Can I? Oh no, it's just the. Oh, okay. This is just the. Okay, this is just the. I don't know. Digital print, I guess. Let me bring that up. Let me see if I can bring that up here. There we go. There we go. She, yeah, definitely. Want to check that one out. But Bear got the sketch cut. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Give me just 1 second. Enjoy the view here of she. I've got it right over here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right. Get back to that. Get out of this and get back to that. There we go. All right. So she got she, but one of the things I thought I got 2 copies of the comic. This is one of the things that Bear tries to tell you. Get 2 copies. Well, he didn't listen to himself. I accidentally got the prints instead of the second comic here. So all I've got is this beautiful sketch cover here. So I'm really kind of afraid to even open the box because Billy Tucci, oh man, did a great job. I'd love to review it, but I don't know if I want to open it. So I was hoping that they had hoping that they would have a digital version. I'll need to check that out. Hold on, let me grab one of the prints here. Grab one of the prints here because like he said, he went to go order it and thought he was getting the second book, but I think I accidentally got I didn't accidentally get, they're all great and everything, but I got this got the prints. Here we go. This is one of Bear's favorites. There we are. Pretty cool. It's George Perez. There we are. This is one of Bear's favorites right there. I didn't know that I was going to enjoy it, but here we are. Like, he got this one. I'm not so sure. It's, I don't know. Anyways, he did enjoy this one, though. So there's the she stuff. The she stuff. Oops. Don't want to get those damaged. But I do want to put that down. There we are. All right. Oh, Miguel. Hello, Miguel. Hey, thanks for coming. Appreciate you, buddy. Okay, what is it? CG people need to make transitions in Spanish and Japanese. They are losing those markets. I think he's meant to say not all people on the first and third world read English. That's interesting, Miguel. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. I wonder how hard that would be to print out that sort of stuff in either Japanese or Spanish. Yeah, that was that's a good. You know what? That might be something for a second campaign. either as a Spanish only or a second language campaign, um, or maybe even an option. That would be good as an option, because all they would have to do is change. All they would have to do would be to change the word bubbles, the fonts, basically. Because you'd probably keep the cover the same, right? You'd probably have that. I don't know. I don't know, Miguel, if the covers in different languages are in English or if they're actually in the native language itself. But if all they're doing is changing the word bubbles, yeah, you could just have a kind of a second or third print run that's just in Japanese or just in Spanish or something. Yeah. Yeah. Miguel. That's probably one of the best comments of the day. There you go, Miguel. He just comes right in and just drops the bombs. I tell you what. Good job, Miguel. Good job. All right. Anthony says Spanish and Japanese, true, would reach more, but how can little guys like me do that? YouTube's auto-translate is often fishy. Yes. They've actually done some stuff. I think it was with the closed captioning where you can do closed captioning in different languages, and I don't know if they are having issues with that or some shenanigans going on, but yeah, I think they took that away as well. Like I said, I think if you just do, let's just say you had a 500 print run for your comic, and let's just say it's just the same cover and everything's it's all the same and everything. So could you print maybe, I don't know, 750 and then have a couple in Spanish and a couple in Japanese? I don't know. These are questions beyond Bear as far as printing goes, but you know what, if all they're doing is just changing the font out, I think that's a really good idea. A wise collector, picking up the art as well. Yes. Hey, thank you. Actually, quick side story. Bear actually caught Billy Tucci for the very first time on Ethan's stream, Uncle E's stream, and he was doing something, I forget what, and came on and was talking about. And I think Uncle E actually mentioned about his sketch covers. That was like, hey, that's a really good deal as far as what it goes. By the time Bear got to I think I was listening in or something like that. By the time I got back to the computer, he had like either 10 or 20 of them. I'm talking about Zombie Samba here. They were gone. They were literally, Bear was about to hit the send button and boom, they were sold out. So I ended up getting the John Broglia cover, which very good. It is a very good cover. Actually, I kind of like the John Broglia cover, but yeah, he was not going to be deterred this time as far as she. So I think they sold out pretty quick, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm talking about that. All right. Pardon me here. Taking a drink. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you. Miguel says, fan translations help pirates to make official translations in material form, no digital. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. As far as, if you're printing it out, you're printing out 500 copies. It might actually be cheaper, kind of weird, like you're going to a big box store or something like that, you buy in bulk. So it might be actually cheaper to get maybe 1,000. So you'd print 500 in English and maybe 250 in Spanish and 250 in whatever, Japanese, Swahili, whatever, Portuguese, to do it that way. So, when you do have people that kind of either after the fact say, hey, I would like a copy of that, friend or myself or whoever, you can send that out in Spanish, or have it as a checkout item whenever you go to check out in Indiegogo. Just say, no, I don't want it in English. I want it in Spanish, and I think that would work. Let's see. Oh, and he also says, Tenaple is. I think he meant to say making his comic Earthworm translation to sell in Japan, if you're not mistaken. That I don't know. That would be interesting. I think Oh, the Earthworm comic, Earthworm Jim. Yeah, that would be. That would be. I don't know. I know it's a video game, so it would probably sell well in Japan. I just don't know how well. I don't know how well Earthworm Jim would translate, just as a character, not as a not as a language. I don't know. There might be a huge market over there for Earthworm Jim. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be, hey, you know what? This is kind of wide open. Everybody's still kind of figuring out how to do some of this stuff. Actually, Bear did a campaign review the other day of the Earthworm Jim 2, and was noticing the leather bound book that he was doing. That was really cool. What was the one that I was doing the other day? I forget. Anyways, a lot of different people do different things for their campaigns. Just trying. Oh, the slipcover for Shadow Sentry. Eric is like what you see there, kind of as that would have been perfect for she. Oh man, oh man. So instead of drawing on the cover itself, he's drawing on the slipcover of it, and then your comic is tucked inside of there. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, Fatal, they were going to do kind of a first delivery option. So there's all sorts of different comics out there, or comic artists out there, that are trying different things and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. I mean, Doug did his Earthworm Jim box, and I mean, listen, no love lost between the two, but old Uncle E, says, hey, that's a great idea. Let me try that for my own. So he's doing his little honeycomb box, I think it's called, and also the I think it's like a fried chicken box or something like that. I got it in the mail the other day. That looks pretty cool. So when somebody kind of comes along and does something innovative that actually really, people take notice and people really like, yeah, I mean, a lot of people will say, hey, they're doing this in Japanese for the Japanese artists. Well, hell, I got to do that myself. So I think once somebody kind of, figures that stuff out, like Bear says, you're always trying to work through some of this stuff. The biggest thing I think right now for CG is price. One of the many reasons, that Bear didn't get Graveyard Shift 3. I got Graveyard Shift 1, got Graveyard Shift 2. It didn't go with Graveyard Shift 3. Was kind of the price point. There needs to be a way of kind of figuring out, okay, we've done it this way. We've done it a second time. Let's try and figure out how we can kind of help out the consumer. You're spending, Miguel, you're probably spending a lot more than I am on, well, not me, little Timmy McTimerson, but a lot more on shipping. So that's kind of, so when your comic is already $35 and you're putting $10 down for shipping, I mean, you're coming up close to $50 for one book. And all the bookmarks and the stickers and all that stuff is great, but still it's $50 for a book. So just trying to bring down that cost. I think the shipping is probably going to stay the same, if not increase. There's one campaign. Let's see. They were trying to make it cheaper for a lot of the international backers. So they made it more expensive for all the domestic backers. So all the people in the U.S. were basically subsidizing the people that had ordered it overseas. And there was another one. I can't remember the name of it. I apologize. But there was another one that I think the artist was in England. And I remember it because I was on John Malin's, not me, I was in the chat, in John Malin's chat, and they were talking about it as far as whatever book it was. And it was going to be quite expensive to ship, and a lot of people were going to be buying it from the United States. So it was going to be really expensive to ship from England over to the United States. So that was, those are things that we need to kind of look out for as far as how much they're being charged and everything. I think with shipping, it's either going to stay the same or probably increase over time. So just trying to figure out different ways, either through printing or just, getting stuff done quicker or more efficiently or something like that, to kind of bring down the price. I think like you said, some of the innovations, either doing it in a different language or, like you said, the boxes and the other things as well. That's all great, but also price as well. I think that's kind of one of the things that we probably need to kind of look forward to in, I don't know what you would call it, version 3, I suppose, of Comicsgate here. Comicsgate 3.0. Anyways, I mean, because we've had kind of the initial batch of comics, and then kind of the huge explosion of everybody coming in and doing comics. And I think now, after that huge explosion, we're now starting to get a lot of the comics in and everything. So Comicsgate 3.0, the new stuff that's coming out, probably campaigns out right now that haven't quite shipped. That will be kind of determinate as well. So, like you said, you're seeing stuff through like the Fatal campaign, where they're shipping it out first if you got this one tier, or like Ethan and Doug doing the boxes. I actually kind of like how Ethan did the box, where I thought it was a little expensive at the time, but he kept adding different covers to it. So if you got the box, then you were getting whatever variant cover and whatever kind of items that were kind of going along with it. So that was pretty cool. Oh no, I'm out of tea. Miguel coming back with the great comments here. He says, why not print in America, or Americas, UK for Europe, and I'm not sure what you say. ANZAC. Are you trying to say Australia for the Pacific? I think it kind of comes down to whatever print company, and then trying to get the same quality over. If you're shipping, or if you're printing with two different companies, I think trying to keep the quality is the same. One of the things, gosh, I wish I was on some of the live streams with old RT Bear. Yes, indeed, old RT Bear. Anyways, I think he had some issues with his book that they had to send back. Some of the colors were too flat, or there was some issue with that. So, and there's probably other comic artists out there as well that have had kind of similar issues. So probably trying to print between two different companies, that might be an issue. I think the real big issue would be just trying to figure out, as far as a shipping company. I think that's kind of the big thing, as far as and each country is different. There's all sorts of stuff trying to ship it, especially down in Central and South America and stuff like that, where you're at. So, I think that's just trying to find the best shipping. One of the things that Bear really liked was, I think it got it for She. I'm not sure. Yeah, we did get it for She, where they'll let you know, like a UPS or something like that. They'll let you know the tracking number, so you can actually kind of follow along and kind of see where your package is. Bear really likes that. He can kind of stand out by the mailbox and wait for the postman to come up. So, yeah, it's good. Okay, Miguel says locate some printers in those areas so transport is less expensive. Again, I think it has to do with the quality. I think if I was the artist, I would want the same quality, whether or not you're shipping from America or Antarctica. I think you would want that same. You wouldn't want to have. If it ever really blows up and becomes popular, collectible and all that sort of stuff, you wouldn't want to have. You wouldn't want your volume 1 to have different gradings. As far as, it got printed in this country and it got printed in that country, which is less, and blah, blah. I think you want to have it the same. So, Bear is no expert on that, but I would say probably more the shipping angle than necessarily the printing. But you know what? No, because that, I don't know. Like maybe you could do something with, like if you get a T-shirt or if you get something like that. I was gonna say like a card or like a bookmark or something, but I don't think that's not gonna break the bank as far as shipping goes. Something that would be in there that had like Ethan's doing a toy or something like that, yeah, maybe have that kind of locally done, so it's not you know, those shipping charges exponentially. You know, if you're not just shipping a book, if you're shipping a book plus X, Y, and Z with it, yeah, that really comes up in price as far as shipping goes. That might work as far as local, but yeah, like I said, you know, it used to be China. It used to be, what was it, Print Ninja that they had over there, and then we had a little touch of the Wu flu, and that kind of went through. And a lot of people are now doing printing in either Canada or the U.S., which for a lot of the U.S. based artists, you know, they don't have to wait the whatever 4, 6, 7 weeks for it to cross the Pacific. They can actually get it there pretty quickly, put it in the envelope, and then ship it out to wherever. So I think a lot of people are just kind of coming more towards U.S. or Canada-based printing, and just trying to find the good printers that would be not only in the same price range, but also the quality that something like a Print Ninja does. I know Kyung Lee is real big on Print Ninja, couple other people as well, but I think they're gonna kind of shift the way, you know, buy American. Plus, it's closer. You get it there quicker and everything. So I think that's what it's going towards. That's okay. Thank you, Miguel. He says ANZAC is Australia and New Zealand. Okay. Hey, not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. Either Australia or Austria, you know. Some CG creators print in China. And for my is a no-no. And for you it's a no-no. Yeah, I would agree. Print in the US, or if you really have to, if you're really desperate, print in Canada. I think it's just been trying to find the right printers. I think a lot of just everything, you know, not just comics, but everything got kind of reshored this past year from China over to America. So you have a lot of backlog. You have a lot of backlog with people. Hey, you know, I need X, Y, or Z printed, you know, and they're printing out a whole bunch of stuff, and you know, poor little comic creator that maybe, at the best he's printing 5,000, 10,000, you know, 20,000 comics or something like that. That might be kind of down there in the queue as far as it goes, but I think a lot of people are coming back and are having to go through the wait period, number one, especially with the Wu flu. You know, you might not have people that are in the print shop, you know, as far as full capacity goes. And just trying to find the good quality. Like I said, Art T. Bear had a little bit of an issue. I remember whatever he was printing, and you know, so I think we're still kind of feeling a lot of that out as far as American printers go, and I think once we figure that out, again, Comicsgate 3.0. Ah yes. All right. Well, you know what? I tell you what, it's getting a little bit late. I've got to not only forage for some food, but also tonight, hopefully scare some trick-or-treaters that are out there. Yes, I hope we get to scare them away. They drop some candy for Bear, and he gets to, you know, get a little bit of a sugar high or whatever. So, hey, you know what, everybody? This has been fun. Actually, we've turned it from Monster Hunt over to She here, just as far as what you guys have been seeing the past couple minutes here. Like I said, want to do some more of these live shows here. Hope to pick it back up. Did a couple great live shows and then kind of went dark for a while. So I do appreciate you guys kind of hanging in there. And really, there has been a couple people, hey, when are you going to do a live show? So here we are. 2 in a row. How about that? Actually, 3 in a row, but I'm not going to count the one from earlier today. That was kind of a mess up. But yeah, I might just put in the links for all the news stories that we did. They're always fun. I always try to do something fun. I mean, you know, we could talk about election stuff, but oh boy, that just gets boring. And you know what? We're having fun here. All right, Anthony, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate it. And hey, thanks for letting me know about all the issues that we had. We're going to get them fixed. I tell you what, all this electronic stuff, trying to get it all fixed and done in a time frame that It just wasn't working. So, you know what? We got it done. We got it taken care of. We did a review of LoneStar and Monster Hunt. It was great. It was great. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And like I said, we'll do some more in the future. We'll do some more of that. Probably Titan. Definitely She here. Definitely She. If I can figure out how to get a second comic or a digital one, because I really don't want to open that one up. Don't want to open that up. P-Money. Oh man, you just got here. Oh, I tell you what. Well, just for you, P-Money. Pardon me, I had to take a drink here. We were talking about LoneStar. Monster Hunt. Somehow she got involved. But you know what? Let me pull this up here. Bear for just one moment. I was about to get off here. I tell you what. I actually had I had a story just for P-Money here. Just for P-Money. I don't know if you've heard about this or not, P-Money. It's a couple months old, but I thought this was great. Let me get to it here. From the old Canada. Here. Yeah, you're going to have... And check out the... Well, I don't want to say check out the other show because it was too echoey. But anyways, here's your story. Over 80 gunshots fired at a Toronto gender reveal party shootout. Yes, indeed. So we might do that one again next time. We'll try and do a little bit more. That was kind of the thing, P-Money. I was trying to do a what do you call it? Where you post up your video and allow people to come in kind of beforehand before you start it. Anyways, we're going to try and do that. But hey, you know what? Once Bear hit the button, it just went live. YouTube just decides, hey, we don't need you to check your stuff out. We don't need to get, proper lighting or, microphones working or anything. Nah, we're just going to put you live. Yeah. Go Canada. Boo Canada. Boo Canada. That's what I say. All right. Well, once again, I'll put this in the description a little bit, P-Money. It was pretty funny. An illegal gender reveal party in South wherever early yesterday morning ended in a bloody gunfight where over 80 shots were fired by various assailants, and there was an illegal booze place as well. Somehow, I don't know. It was a great story. All right, everybody. Bear's gonna head out into the woods, do some foraging for food. And candy as well. Yes, indeed. It's Halloween, so I hope you guys enjoy Halloween. I hope you guys have some fun out there. Actually, I hope you guys actually get some trick-or-treaters. I don't know how that works. Do you have to wear the mask over the mask? I don't know. All right. Well, anybody. Anyways, anybody. Who cares? Anyways, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and probably head on out here. Once again, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And hey, maybe check out the one from yesterday as well if you missed it. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and do some more of these in the future. But you know what? Until then, Bear's going to head out. So take care, everybody. Take care, Pig Money.